Um, Today I'm going to talk about Roman snails, Helix pomatia, one of the largest snails in this part of the world. You see, this is the habitat of Roman snails in Poland. River valleys, thickets, nettles, butterbears, willow bushes along the river. Here they feed on decaying leaves. They usually emerge in mid-April and you can see them a lot until early May, and then they kind of sleep part of the summer, sometimes emerge after rains. Very good food, very lean, very little fat, but a lot of protein. They were used by monks in medieval times during fast periods because they were treated as food like fish that you can eat during fasting periods. But now they were very, very common in southern Poland, also in parts of northern Poland. In many places they were introduced by monasteries, so they occur locally. So this is one of the species eaten as escargot in France, the most desired because it's the largest of helix in this part of the world. And so they used to be extremely abundant. Collection points were organized and children would collect thousands of them, selling them for, oh, let him crawl on my hand and you can see its beauty. So I remember in my era when I was young, children used to buy even bikes for selling these snails. Unfortunately, in the last 3 years, there's a large decline. I'm worried it's due to the use of snail pellets, slug pellets, and generally the declining quality of the environment. So here along the Wisłok River, there is a strong decline. There are still some, but I would say it's a tenth of what it used to be. Also, maybe no more people collect them because it's not in the local culture to collect them and eat them. People are actually terrified of eating snails. So in France, they are usually kept for days without food, or maybe with things like flour, so that they get out the feces and they are tastier because inside they have this large digestive organ which is full of leaves being digested, which doesn't smell and taste very good. But you could always cut off the leg of the snail, which is delicious. So even if it's not fasting, and I know various ways of preparing them. For example, the French way, as I say, they fast and then you put lots of salt on them to remove the slime. The slime is a problem. So if you are in a survival situation and if you roast a snail without preparation, it will feel slimy, which has anti-digestive properties. Is not very nice, but you can still eat them, of course. But you can also use vinegar. So for example, I know the Catalan way, where you pour vinegar over them, keep them for an hour in a solution of vinegar, then wash them, then keep in solution vinegar for another hour, and then you can do something with it. So you can just roast them or cook them and then take this digestive organ out, cut it out and leave the leg and enjoy it. When you look at the weight, a third of the weight is the shell, a third is the leg, and a third is the digestive parts and the content of it. In Polish we have a saying: ślimak, ślimak, wystaw rogi, dam ci sera na pierogi. So, snail, snail, show your horns, I'll give you cheese for pierogi dumplings. It's a children's saying. So now snails are under partial protection. You can collect them from the 20th of April until the end of May, only after getting a special license from local nature protection authorities. And this year, our region banned collecting snails because it's less and less of them. And usually when there is a collection point, people collect a lot. This year I applied for a special permit from the local conservation authorities for my scientific experiments about wild diet and presentation of it during my workshops, so I can collect a few hundred legally.